What's going on? What's going on? Sports Game Vision World. Hank back in the building. Sports Game Vision. Coming with a quick live. Nothing major. Just wanted to jump back into the pod. It's been a while since I've been here, but had to take care of some things, get some things in order. Thank God for another day, and I'm happy to be here. Hope you having a blessed week and a blessed day. Um, as you see here, I'm talking about sports and stuff. Little bit of talk, just a little bit of talk. Not gonna keep you long. Just want to touch on a few things. Get back at it on this short live on a Good Friday. And you can see there we got Shannon and Marlon Waynes, Shannon Sharp and Marlon Waynes. You've got Dominique Wilkins and his interview he had with all the smoke, and you got Stephen Curry with LeBron James, and of course the dynamic duo that they were in the Olympics and possibly in the future in the NBA or other business ventures. And we are going to tap in on that real quick and look at the quote that what he said. I think there's a deep respect and friendship there. Hopefully, there will be more experiences in the future, even if we're teammates or not. And he's, praised the connection they made together on that Olympic team. Him and LeBron absolutely had fun during it. They connected better. It grew a deeper friendship. Of course, Lakers fans have been hoping that these two will play together this year, or even Golden State fans possibly. We know that the trade was on the table last year that possibly Bron, they put the filler out to see if Bron will come to the Golden State Warriors. But right now, he's happy to have a better relationship with Bron. He enjoyed playing with him. The respect there and respect on both sides. We know LeBron has been giving Steph praise for a long time. And, he's even said that he hopes that the business ventures, if you read the other quotes that he's put out there, that possibly, even if they're not teammates, they can work together in other arenas in business, possibly. And that's where I think that we got to read between the lines a little bit. We know Bron wants to own a team. Steph has just come out and he's range of interviews and also said that he wants to own an NBA team. Maybe they own Vegas together along with Shaq. I know Shaq wants to get involved, but of course, LeBron and Steph still at an age where they want to play. So they can play on the team together. The draft, usually they have a draft of getting players from other teams. Depending on what type of players that they get, LeBron and Steph could really have a shot with each other, maybe to do some damage in the league. And I remember back in the day when the NFL had the Jaguars and the Panthers. I forgot which one it was. I believe it was the Panthers got to the conference championship the very first year. Maybe an NBA team can do that now. Now that I believe there's a lot more parity in the league with the way they keep it, especially they try to keep two superstars per team, no more than that. I think that maybe if they both go together with Vegas, own a piece of the team, get some good players, maybe sign a couple free agents, maybe they'll go after a championship one last time before it's all said and done. We know LeBron will be on his last brakes on that car, and Steph Curry will be right behind it because they're a few years behind in age, but Steph is creeping up there as well. But they're still playing at a high level, and of course, we see that they have a high respect for each other. So it would be very great to see these two actually play together, one time, and before their career is done, maybe get number 5 together. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section on what you think. And as you guys come in, make sure you smash that button, smash the screen a couple times, and give me a like and subscribe and to the channel and everything. And I'm glad to see you here. Again, not gonna hold you long. Good Friday. Right here, we're gonna talk about more sports. We had our guy Dominque Wilkins. I believe this is the one I'm pulling up. I hope I am. Had an interview on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. And he's just saying, he's reaching out. Anthony Edwards made those comments about the old school players. They didn't have skills and got a lot of heat for it. Of course, the older generation is definitely coming out. And Nick has spoken up about this. When JJ was making the plumbers comments about the older generation, he hates that, they disrespect the older generation just to prove a point or prove their greatness. I'm a guy. I had fun with what is it? We done with the 90s. That's fun. That was funny. So I had fun with the videos too. Don't believe it. Yeah, obviously, I know those guys were great in that era as well. It's a different league. They play differently. Doesn't mean the previous generation didn't have great talent. And that's basically what Dominque was saying here, and that, you know, you don't use the past era to elevate yourself. Just, go out there, play your game, and just, he said in the interview with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes that, you know the previous generation always show love to the ones that came before them. Isaiah Thomas, who's one of my favorites, is my favorite player of all time. He always shows love. He always brings up older players that came before him. He shows love to the generation. Even Kareem, who he played against, that was one of his favorite players. And Dominque is the same. He was talking about Oscar Robertson on the pod with Steven and all the Smoke podcasts, Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Yeah, of course, Ant Edwards took a lot of heat for it. He's one of my favorite players in the league. The young guys who I feel can take it to the next level pretty soon. I feel last year was a coming of age for the younger generation for the NBA. But yeah, he's just saying, man, quit crapping on us. We don't have to say that there's no skills. It doesn't make sense. You got to have skills to make the league. It's just different skill sets now that it's a different generation. But yeah, beyond that, it led to some more issues right after that. With Stak and Gilbert Arenas. I don't know if you guys seen that. Gilbert kind of agreed with Anthony a little bit. Anthony Edwards and Stak came out with a video talking about hoopers and scorers. And hoopers play both sides of the ball, and scorers only just score. They don't do anything else but that. And he came out with a retort video later, basically saying, "I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm just trying to call a spade a spade. You got to play both sides to be a real hooper." And what do you guys think about it? You taking the hooper score opinion, and of course, I think that there's truth in that. Obviously, some guys don't want to play both sides of the ball. That's obvious. It's been in I'm pretty sure all generations. I know in the generation before, there was guys that didn't want to play tough defense or wasn't good at defense. Effort is very, very important if you're going to play basketball. But yeah, that comment from Anthony Edwards is leading to a whole bunch of wormhole discussions and debates and disagreements and almost beefs. But let me know what you think. What's more important, hoop or score? Should you be both? Should you be a hooper? Should you only be a scorer? Should you only do what the team asks you to do, or the coaching team asks you to do? Let me know in the comment section. Want to touch on this real quick too. Been a lot of debate here, and I said it on my platform. I think these two women should probably share the co-rookie of the year. I think right now Caitlin's probably edging out a little bit here. She's been going crazy. Got the team into the playoffs already. They've got a winning record. She's setting rookie records here and there. They trying to put her in conversations. Would like to see both of them. I think it's good for the league if they can do a co-MVP. But right now, I do think that Caitlin is pulling away a little bit. What do you think? Let me know again in the comment section. Type it on up. And what do you think about that situation? Salute my guy right here. That's right. Get your bars up. What's up? What's up? What we got going on here in the comment section? All right, we got Mildred. Yeah, you don't think that LeBron and Steph should play together? I think there's an opportunity. It's gonna be tough, but if they own a team, I think they definitely can do it. We got another comment here. LW. I don't know if I'm saying fragrance. Fragrance. I'm sorry. Do I think Wembanyama will be a flop? No, he's not. Only way he could be a flop is if he has a major injury. But just watch something about Greg Oden. Man, everyone talks about that. He was a flop, and they probably should have got KD in Portland. But if you watched Oden, he was the deal. He just got hurt. If he didn't get hurt, he would have had a long career, and they would have had a great shot of winning championships out there in Portland with him, Aldridge, and I think Aldridge out there, and my guy, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. If you still in the chat, Brandon Roy, they would have had a great shot to win. Yeah, let me see what else we got in the comment section here. How to Mildred Matthews. Do I think that Clay? Yeah, I think Clay's going to do well. I mean, um, he's got a great team around him. He does not. He's not. He's older. He's had the injuries. He's not expected to carry a team. He's just expected to do what we just talked about with Steven Jackson is talking about scorers and hoopers. Well, Clay was a hooper, an elite hooper because he played elite on both sides of the ball. Right now, he just has to be very good at his role and that scoring and shooting for the Dallas Mavericks. You know, Kyrie and Luka is going to hold the blunt of that. You got the young fella Lively in the middle. What's my guy that came from was it North Carolina, the Carolina team, Hornets. PJ came from there. Okay, they was his last name, but yeah, they got a good squad. And he doesn't have to worry about again playing elite defense. He just a lot of pressure is off of him being the Clay he used to be out there in Dallas. All that pressure is going to be on Kyrie and Luka, so he can rest and just do his job. And again, he'd had a great year last year shooting. It gets discounted a lot because everyone is expecting some of the older Clay, which is he's not going to be that same Clay anymore, but he's still going to be a great player for a franchise. Anybody could take his shooting. His shooting would still in the 40 percentile in 3-pointers, so he'll be all right out there in Dallas. LW Frager, yes, it's definitely disrespectful to discredit old players. Yeah, on this platform, again, we'll joke and smile, but obviously, we have a great respect for the older generation. Of course, I watched those guys growing up, a lot of those, except for the ones that were way before me, like an Oscar Robertson and Wilt and all those other guys. I'm always pushing for Dr. J on this channel. I feel like he should be more considered in GOAT conversations because of what he did for the league. The league was on tape delay and all that. He helped bring in the new era before Magic and Bird came in, and they merged the ABA just to get Dr. J in the NBA. So, and he won 3 championships in the ABA, and they were beating the NBA. So he's got 30,000 points overall. Go look it up. He was a great player. He was the blueprint for what Michael became. So yeah, definitely don't want to disrespect older players. And again, when you're talking about skill set, those guys have it too. It's just a different way of doing it because they play basketball differently for that era. But doesn't mean they can't play. The elite will always be able to play in any era. Trust me. Again, they may not be scoring 70 points a game or something, but they'll be able to be a very good player in any generation. The elite. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna hold you too long. I want to touch on this last topic here. I don't know if you end up watching the interview with Vlad television. Sorry, Vlad is causing the issues. I'm tripping. This is actually my guy Shannon Sharp and Marlon Wayans had an sit-down interview. We know the beef that DJ Vlad is caused on his platform, constantly calling out Marlon for not doing an interview with him, 40,000 plus, what was it, residuals on the back end, and he was scuffing about it on all these different interviews. And I watched Vlad's platform, but it was getting annoying hearing him talking about it. It's like, why are you bringing this in the public? Handle that behind the scenes so that maybe he will come to the platform. And then DL Hughley, who's a regular guest on there, is friends with Marlon. He even said Marlon reached out to him. He probably was doing fillers to see whether he should go on there or not. Even if he felt kind of some type of way, if you just played the cards right, you may have got him. But now, here goes some of the stuff he was saying about him. If you can read that on your screen. If you can read that on your screen, I don't know if you can read it, but basically he was taking shots at Marlon, saying his career wasn't nothing, and he can only do so many views. And Marlon was like, "Bet I'm gonna go holler at my guy, and I'm gonna do all these other interviews." He did. Forgot the other guy's name. Motivational platform he went on. And Marlon went there. But if you look here, he did 2.5 million in 2 days, and he was 1.4 million in the first day. So it just shows you, he's a legend. He's a legend. I don't know what made Vlad go after him like that, getting in his feelings. But Marlon is definitely a legend. He's actually my favorite Wayne. I love all of them though. Keenan and Damon and Kim and Sean. But Marlon is that guy. His resume. Think about it. The Wayne's brothers, Six Man, the White Chicks, Little Man, Scary Movie, Haunted House, Sextuplets on Netflix. He had another movie on Netflix that was pretty good going when he's going back in time, like Groundhog Day. What else? Stand-ups are pretty good. I seen the one he did about the Will Smith and Chris Rock smack. That was funny. And yeah, I mean, he's accomplished. He's a legend. He's done dramatic work. He's on the Fresh Prince right now as what is it? Will's dad, Lou. If you go check that out. And that show on is actually called Bel Air. So yeah, he's a legend, man. I don't know, he's got to stop doing that. He does it with other people too. This the most probably public that I've seen him do as far as numbers and calling him out on every interview he did. I know Nas he kind of said smart things about Nas and what else? Eminem, and he works around them, getting the people that they know. He's probably gonna try to do the same with Marlon. But yeah, shout out to Shannon and Marlon for getting a great interview in. I watched the whole thing. Dope interview. Go check it out if you haven't. The clips are good too, but if you can sit down and just watch it, I mean, it's worth it if you a Wayne's fan. He just breaks down a lot of topics and thoughts and views and opinion and history. So yeah, check that out, man. And then of course it leads to what Vlad brought it up on another interview with one of his regulars with Tony Yayo, and Yayo was basically like, "Hey, this is gonna be my last interview. 50 offered me $5 million to set up my own." And he's gonna get a lot of people not showing up, man. Just you can't disrespect the legends in the community. Just show respect, man. Again, he got a great platform, but you don't want to destroy it by having these little petty beefs. But yeah, go check out that Shannon interview with Marlon. I thought it was dope. But yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about everything. What you think about Steven Jackson and Gilbert and Dominque Wilkins responding to Anthony Edwards' comments and all the players kind of disrespecting the older players. Of course, we got LeBron and Steph. The respect they're showing each other, possibly playing together, possibly doing business together. And of course, Tony Yayo getting that $5 million to start his pod. Hey, we trying to get there too, man. Throw some little cash over this way too. We'll take it. But hey, guys, that's all I got for today. Like, share, subscribe, follow Sports Game Vision. I'll see you again soon. Peace.